This episode of The Foreigner's Yard is brought to you by PLGQ. That's People Love Good Quality. And from You See the Bear, you know that it's the real thing. Authentic PLGQ. It's a Jamaican-owned clothing brand. And you already know what I say. You gotta support Jamaican-owned businesses. And the gear is fly. I'm actually waiting on my shipment right now. So without further ado, let's get into the interview. Welcome to my yard. Yo, I'm here with the creator, the founder of PLGQ. That's People Love Good Quality. It's a clothing line. Yeah.
Yes. People love good quality. PLGQ in the building. Big up JF. Wagwan.
Big up yourself, man. Everything's good?
Everything good, man. Just putting in the work every day, man. Trying to get the clothing brand to the next level, you know?
That's all we can do, right? Keep working.
Yeah.
So, yeah, tell me, where you from in Jamaica?
Well, I'm from Port Maria, St. Mary. Born and grew in Port Maria, St. Mary. You know, used to go to Port Maria Primary, and then from Port Maria Primary, I go to Islington High School, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, how'd you get to the States? When did you go to the States?
Well, basically, when we finish high school, my mother tell me, say, listen, you're not stay a country, you know. I send you a Kingston to live with your father. Yeah. Gosh, so basically, she didn't want me to stay in the country area and do nothing. I'm not saying people in the country area don't do nothing, but, you know, she maybe see a bigger picture for me to go to Kingston and live with my father, and he could teach me certain trade and rules, you know. So that's the reason why I leave from the country area. I moved to Kingston. I used to live in Vineyard Town, and from Vineyard Town, I came here, you know.
So when you came to the States, you went to my state, right? You went to Massachusetts?
No. The first when I came here, I went to I moved to New York, Queens, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause my father lived in Long Island, but my sisters and all of them used to live in they still live in Queens, New York, Jamaica, Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I moved to Queens, and I wasn't there for too long because, to tell the truth, I was not a big fan of the city life.
Yeah, it's too much, right?
Yeah, so once I moved to Queens, I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. I know someone live in Mass, and they're like, yo, come to Mass. And I think I only spent one winter in Queens, you know, in New York. And I moved to Mass, yeah.
What do you think about those winters?
Man,
the worst.
Not good, man. The winter is no good for nobody, man. You know, it's brutal, man. Yeah, first when I just came, and the type of work I was doing from Jamaica and to came here, and I was working outside, it was good for me, man.
It's rough, right? Yeah, I do construction, and I was like, man, I can't take it. I need to live on an island, you know? I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely rough, man.
So how did you get into the clothing?
So basically, I used to do music. I used to name Mad Boy. I changed it from Mad Boy to Pelper, and I decided I'm gonna put the music on hold for a while during the pandemic. And you know, I used to have this logo right here. Mm-hmm. I never used the logo, you know. I used to do merch and stuff, but I never used the logo yet. And I have the logo sitting there. My boy in Ghana, he do all of my my artwork, all of my logos and everything.
Wow. Big up Ghana too, yeah.
The Ghana, man. You know, Ghana is big when it come on to the Jamaican culture, dancehall and everything. So big up to Ghana, man.
Straight, you know? Yeah.
So yes, I have the logo. It was sitting there. I never used it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start make my own clothes, man. I'm start buying clothes. Yeah. I'm gonna make my own clothes. I wasn't planning to sell it at the time. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna make my own clothes and wear it.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the logo, this logo right here. I put it on a tracksuit. Man, everyone love it, man. I'm like, okay, I'm on to something.
All right. So
Yeah.
then, yeah. So then you decided. You said, okay, enough people rate this clothing that
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into business.
Yeah, and the beer, they love the beer, you know, they gravitate to the beer real quick because of the color and the design, you know. So
It's dope. Yeah, definitely. So the clothing line is fairly new. So
it,
it's new.
yes, I started the clothing line in September, last year, September.
Wow. So tell
Yeah,
me
so
how.
it's fairly new, man. Fairly new, man. It's getting a lot of support, but it's like fairly new, you know?
Yeah, so tell me, because I know it's very tough to create a clothing line and get people to be behind it, right?
Yeah.
So how what have you been doing to get it out there?
Well, so basically what I'm doing is to use what I know from the music. Like I used to do my own marketing and promotion. So I use that, I bring it over to the clothing line, and that's what I'm using to get my brand out there right now, to to drive traffic to the clothing line, you know?
Yeah,
And thing, and as I say, to have a clothing line is not easy because you have to, when it's a startup company, any startup company is not easy because you have to learn from the ground up, and sometimes you have to do it by yourself because not everyone gonna jump on board for a startup company. They want to see you build the company to a level before they jump on board. So right now, I'm the only one doing it. I have people supporting me and they will like help here and there, but I'm the only one doing it right now. And it's doing good.
yeah. So I mean, there's so much work that you have to learn
Yeah.
that you didn't even know you had to learn with doing
Yeah.
ads and reaching out to people you normally wouldn't talk to. And it's wild, man. It's starting
Yeah,
up anything.
it's a lot of work, man. A lot of work, man. Cause imagine you running a clothing line, and you have to learn how to do marketing. You have to learn how to do the promotion, the branding by yourself. You have to keep up with inventory. You have to make sure that you have all the product that you needed. And you have to just stay up, learn to do a lot of different stuff, how to do ad placement and all
Yeah,
of those. Learn to find influencers and like, but I
there's a
love it because this is what I want to do. So I put the time and effort in it to learn to do all of these stuff.
Yeah, so you really have to love what you're doing in
Yeah,
order to make it work.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So I respect that. I respect all entrepreneurs. It's one of the toughest things in the world, but once it becomes successful, it's worth
Yeah,
everything. So I've seen, obviously we follow each other, and I've seen that
yeah,
you were saying that there's a lot of people that they eat off Jamaican culture, right?
yeah.
But they don't support the culture. So
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about Jamaican culture in our one. I'm talking about black culture. If it could range from dancehall to hip hop to R&B or anything have to do with black culture. I see a lot of different race that basically eat off the culture and don't give back to the black community. They don't go back to the black community. They don't build a community center. They don't give back to the community. They don't do nothing for. And I see, and the reason why I say that, I see it in hip hop a lot. I see that the hip hop artists, they will go to someone who is not the race or whatever, like and they would get a gold chain, they would get a diamond watch, and the person that they bought it from, they would be there smiling and laughing, but they will never go into the black community and give back some of that money that they gained from these popularity or these hip hop artists or these anyone that go there to support them. They will never go back into the black community and give back. All that money go back to their community. Yeah,
correct.
so
I see that all the time. I've been in hip hop and dancehall since I was a young kid, right? So
yeah,
I've been seeing that my whole life. A lot of people, they'll come in, they'll do that, and then whenever you see any hip hop star, dancehall star, they'll be, they'll have like food drives. They'll go back to
Yeah.
the ghetto. They'll do all the stuff, toy drives for Christmas. But then when you see like an artist that is blowing up, that's not from the community, they just eat. They just getting money
Yeah.
and do nothing at all for the community. So
Yeah, that's right. That's why the saying say that the money don't stay in the black community in one day. The money go, and in other community the money circulate like for a week or for like 2 weeks or a month, and that's something that we need to change and look at, like,
it's crazy. But how do you think we could change that? So is it
Well,
would it be to boycott them until they give back, or would it be, there's got to be a solution to it?
well, the solution I think is like, so basically, if I'm an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you make jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
and I spend my money with you, I'm gonna make sure that you put maybe 5% of that money that I spend in your product go back to my community. Or when I'm doing something into my community, I could call on you to donate to the cause,
Correct. Yeah. The whole jewelry game in itself, I always, because I love jewelry. I'm Sicilian,
Yeah.
so we love jewelry, gold, all that. But I never see it as an investment. It never does anything good for anybody.
Yeah, jewelry, cars, and those are not investment,
So what we
those
need.
are liability. Like jewelry is, because you can buy a gold chain today,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm guarantee you will not get back the money that you spend for the gold chain. You will get back something because it's gold, but
Correct.
you will not get back the money that you spend for, because they're gonna buy it for a lesser cost so they could sell it. Yeah.
And diamonds is even worse. The
Yeah.
resale value on diamonds is like a Mercedes as soon as you get it off the lot.
Yeah.
So more
Those
of
are
it,
liability, man. Those are not asset. Yeah.
correct. So a big thing I think is like if we could teach, but people don't want to listen unless it's from somebody they respect. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because people don't want to listen because they're blinded by the limelight. They want the flashy car, they want the flashy everything. It's like a perfect example, right? If I'm an artist and I get signed by a record label,
mm-hmm.
and I get $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me, because I don't know I never educate myself about the music business. I have no knowledge when it comes on to the finance part of the music business or the contract, right?
Yeah.
I take that 100,000, I go squander that 100,000. I walk around with 50 stack alone.
Yeah.
When you walk around with money, you can't keep track of that money.
Mm-mm.
You will never keep track of that money because you keep spending because you have the money with you right there.
Yeah. It's too
No,
easy.
you sign that contract, and you get 100,000. You have to pay lawyer, you have to pay producer, you have to pay for promotion, and most artists don't know that $100,000 that you get is a loan.
It's recoupable. It's recoupable.
Yeah.
You have to make that back to the label before you actually make money. It's just a loan.
The label have to make that back and more, because that $100,000 that the label give you is just to pay for like that 100,000 don't pay for marketing and promotion.
Mm-hmm.
That just to pay for producer and for you to go look good.
Yeah.
The label use other money to pay for marketing and promotion, different from the $100,000 that they give to you,
Nah, definitely.
So when artists say, "Oh, the label robbing me," no, you rob yourself, man.
Yeah. So there's a lot of education that needs to be put out there. That's a problem, because when I was a younger person, if I got signed to a label, anything, I would have done the same thing. But I think it's
Yeah.
just because if you grow up with a poor background,
Yeah.
that's what you want. You know what I mean? I grew up
Yeah.
just broke with an immigrant mother and no father. And then if I came into money, I just
Yeah.
would leave as soon as possible. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
don't know. Yeah, you don't know how to spend it. You don't know how to manage it. That's the reason why I'm teaching my kids now, because me personally didn't know how to spend money. I used to spend money like that. It's like it's nothing.
Yeah,
But
without
when you
thinking
spend
about
it, you,
future. Yeah,
yeah,
we didn't think.
when
Go
you
ahead.
spend it, the money that if you spend, if you have a dollar, you spend, if you spend 50 cents out of that dollar, you're not getting back that 50 cents unless you know how to make it back. So,
Exactly. And not
you know what
everybody
I'm
is a
saying?
hustler. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of education that needs to be done. But
yeah.
do you still want to pursue dancehall? I checked out some of your music. You know, Sev, he linked me some of the music, and I was like, oh, that's dope. You know?
Yeah, well, the music, I will always be a part of the music. Like the closing line is still a part of the music because I'm still in the entertainment world.
Correct.
Like when it come on to clothing, streetwear, you know. So yeah, I'm still in it. To do it, I don't know yet. Maybe one day I will, like, you
It's
know
on the
what?
table, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm comfortable going back doing the music, but the closing alone take a lot of time, you know.
Yeah. So
And so
right now, focusing on the clothing.
yeah, I'm focusing on the closing. The closing is bringing the money, right?
Yeah. So do you ever go backyard? Do you ever check?
Yeah, I go back. Yeah, I go back. I didn't go back this year yet, but last year I go back. What, 4 times?
Oh wow! All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
because
So
I see you have a lot of love for Jamaica. I can see
yeah,
it in a lot of you. I see the flags everywhere, and there's
I'm
always
Jamaican, man. I'm Jamaican. Like I born there, I grow there.
yeah,
I walk around with bare feet, no shoes.
yeah,
Like that's where I come. I'm a country boy.
yeah,
A lot of people, where you come from, Kingston? No, I'm a country boy.
yeah, yeah.
I born in the country. I came from the country, you know.
Yep.
I love the country, man. I
That's
love
dope.
the people that I grow up with in the country. Like, you know, there's nothing better than living in the country, man. Like the countryside of Jamaica. Like that's the best living.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've only been to Kingston, so you know I only
Ah,
see
yeah?
that city life. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
it.
no.
You know?
Yeah, I used to live in Kingston, as I tell you. I'm gonna tell you a story. I think this was like 2002. Yeah, like 2002, 2001. When Cape Town, them time Cape Town was burning the fire. The
Yeah.
fire was burning all over, man.
Yep.
You know, so Cape Town, Cape Town used to go to the same school that I went to, Islington High School, you know.
Uh-huh.
Me and Cape Town's sister was in the same class.
Wow.
Right, so Cape Town keep St. Mary me come from. So Cape Town was making a computer lab at the school at the time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Cape Town was coming there. So the principal, like, you know, Cape Town is coming, you know. I don't want you guys to make no knives or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So we all on the corridor. Cape Town walk through, you take the mic, slew them.
Everybody went crazy. Yo, can't help
Yo,
it.
but I'm like, yo, you can't tell us that Cape Town is coming.
Exactly.
I wish you just be like,
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Can't
Yeah,
just be quiet. Yeah.
yeah, that's Cape Town. That's Cape Town representing, like, you know.
He's a
So
legend.
Cape Town is a legend, man. But what Cape Town doing, that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the clothing brand, you know, my focus is to take it to a level where it comfortably enough that it generate a lot of money, so I could give back to the community that I'm coming where I came from, like in Port Maria, you know, give back to the school, the primary school.
So
Not Yeah, not just that. I want to give back to the community that I'm at right now, because if it wasn't for them, they know the brand first before anyone in Jamaica know the brand. They are the one. They are the one who start supporting the brand before anybody else start supporting the brand. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would definitely want to give back to the community that I'm living in right now, but also give back to the community I'm from in Jamaica, you know? Because I was doing it in Boston. I was feeding people in Boston. I was like buying like food, and I give away shoes, I give away clothes and everything. I have them on video and shit, but
Yeah.
I'm a giver. I like to give back, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, what I do is the projects in my city where I come from, I used to do a turkey drive every year, give back turkeys on Thanksgiving, do stuff. But I was doing it when it was just my own money, just from me working and not even doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
And now that I have this platform and it was built by Jamaicans, my whole platform is built by Jamaica. Like, if I ever become successful, make money, you know what I mean, and enough to support myself and not have to work an extra job, obviously I'm going to build a foundation and do work. You know, that's my goal. My plan is to give back to Jamaica, because I know, you know, the help they need, and that's what my platform was built on. So
yeah, no, giving back is a blessing, man. Like, you can't take that away from people who give back, you know. And then you have people who come from the community who make it, and they don't give back nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I know a lot of people who do that. So I mean,
Yeah,
so
it's good to give back. Never forget where you're coming from, where you come from, man.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the people who support you from the ground up, you know?
But don't you get a lot of you get the opposite too? You get some hate from the people, you know, that you grow up around, that they don't never support you till you make it, and then once you make it, they say, "Oh, I know him." You know what I mean?
Yeah. So basically, it's always like that. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna change soon. You know?
Yeah.
Most people who support you is people that you don't know. People is you don't know.
Yeah.
They see your work and they love your work. They see your product and they love your product. They are the one they are the one who gonna support you, you know? And sometimes you have to leave the same community and go somewhere else to make it to where you wanna be, you know?
That's the
because sometimes where you come from, there's no supporting system there to support what you're trying to do, you know?
Correct.
Like me, I personally have to leave where I was to move to where I think fit for what I'm trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
And it comes with sacrifices, because I have to leave family and friends to go pursue this dream of mine, so I could set a foundation for my kids, you know?
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that they won't take that step because they're familiar and they don't want to leave their surroundings and leave friends and family. So that's something, you know, that's crazy. That's only certain people have the mindset to do that, you know?
Yeah. Because I used to tell myself, man, I can't leave, man. My kids is here. I can't do it. But I didn't see nothing growing for me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm there. I'm taking care of my kids, and and I'm still taking care of my kids.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? I'm maybe not there physically with them, but I'm still taking care of them. I make sure I call them every week, 2-3 times a week. Yeah. Make sure that I speak to them, make sure that they get everything that they want and stuff. And this is the sacrifices that I have to make sure that I do everything so I could set a better future for them. You know, so it's all come with sacrifices. Yeah, anything that you want in life come with sacrifices.
Yeah, it's tough choices. So tell me what's going on with the brand now? Like, what are we doing with it?
Well, the brand is doing good. As you see, I just moved to this location, this area.
Yeah.
And so I'm still fitting in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting good response so far with the brand. You know, I did a few swap meets. I have some photo shoots coming up. I have some videos coming up that
Yeah,
I'm working on. I have some new product coming out. This is one right here.
that's
This is the
dope.
book. I also have the hats, the dot hats.
Yeah.
I have the chokers right here.
Oh, that's dope too. Yeah.
It's like a fitted. You know,
Wow,
got the
that's dope.
PLGQ in the back and stuff. We have we have the shirts, we have the track suits. We have a lot of stuff, man. Like, you know, you can, the website is there, and you can also follow me on my Instagram. Is it
Mhm.
PLGQ Apparel?
I'm gonna
Again,
put it all up. I'm gonna put that
yeah,
up on the screen, of course, everything.
yeah.
But online, people you ship to international? Do you ship to Jamaica?
I'm not right now. Not right now. I don't ship international right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just ship domestic right now. But hopefully soon I will. Yeah.
You know, it would be dope if you could get just like a shipment out, to one of the sellers in Kingston or something, and
Yeah.
little shipment.
No, no, definitely. And
Yeah,
I have a few people who ask me, and I'm definitely thinking about it
yeah,
to send some stuff to Jamaica. Yeah,
yeah.
as I think they will rock it. Yeah,
Of course, definitely. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna send you some stuff to me.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
wait, man. You
yeah.
already know I promote that.
I'm just waiting on a few other stuff to finish. Then I will send out you a package. But yeah, you know that goes.
Good looks,
Yeah,
yes, blessings. But yeah, my whole thing is to promote Jamaican owned businesses. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Specifically, and black owned businesses and
yeah,
entrepreneurship. My
yeah,
son is black, so
yeah.
I have to raise my kid up in a world like this.
No,
And
definitely.
yeah, how I grew up, I've always been part of the culture, always respected that culture, and it's how I grew up. So I have to give it back, and I only want to support,
Yeah,
businesses
yeah,
that's like that. So
yeah. Now I always watch your video, man. No,
respect,
yeah, I respect you, man. And yeah, I
yeah,
see what you're doing for the culture. I see that you respect the culture too, and a big fan of Vibes Cartel. I think, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Up to the time.
yeah.
Yeah,
You too.
hey, may I check up? May I listen to Vibes Cartel from DJ Wayne start play Vibes Cartel. When nobody else, then I play Vibes Cartel and DJ Wayne every Friday and Saturday morning. We turn on IRFM,
Yeah,
play Vibes Cartel, man. If you ask me who bust Vibes Cartel or DJ Wayne,
all right, that's good info right there.
DJ a long time. One time, me in a class, and think me in a grade 11 them time, me in the accountants class. I mean, I said, up to the time, yeah, girl, and nobody know Vibes Cartel. Them I say, how would that? I say, yeah, Vibes Cartel, man. And at them time, nobody know who name Vibes Cartel.
Yeah,
You see,
crazy.
yeah. And in a class, me then I'm a white shirt.
Yeah.
But then time them used to listen to DJ Wayne a lot, you know.
Crazy.
But
Became a big star out there. So yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, man.
It's all blessing, man. Hard work and blessing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thank you for taking the time out to speak to me, man.
No, definitely, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. As I said, man, what you're doing is good. You know, I check you out all the time. You know, just keep doing it, man. Keep elevating, man. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, respect to have me on here, man. So we can bring the brand to the world, to the people, you know?
Definitely. I want anybody who supports me to make sure you support Jamaican owned businesses. Make sure you support people love good quality. Because that's the
Yeah.
truth, right?
Yeah.
I really like that.
PLGQ.
I like that.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
love good quality because
People love good quality. When
it's the
people see
truth.
me and I walk and them I say, what that mean? I would say people love good. Them say, yo, you're a genius.
Yeah, it is. That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Right? So everybody check out the website. I'm gonna link everything and make sure you check it. And if you like it, support. That's what we do.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself again, man. Bless
Same
up.
way. All right,
Bless up to the viewers, yeah.
blessings.